sit down and watch TV. Familiar faces comfort me. Miss my...
What's up, guys? Welcome to Cartoons and Cereal, your weekly nostalgia kick, looking back at some of our old cartoons we grew up with back in the day. It'll be dropping every Saturday morning around 9 a.m., and we just want to sit down and talk about some simpler times, because honestly, like, the world today kind of sucks. Depending on, who you are, where you're at in life. Life's, it's always gonna life, but if you grew up as a kid in the 90s like I did, or the 80s or 70s, things were different. We used to wake up like 7, 8 in the morning. Used to go to wherever the TV was in your house. Sometimes you only have one TV. Sometimes you have multiple. Sometimes you were by yourself or you were with a sibling. Sometimes your parents sat and watched. But you would sit in your pajamas more than likely, grab a nice big bowl of cereal, and we would binge watch our favorite cartoons. I mean, we would hear our friends outside after a certain time, but at the same time, our friends were doing the same thing from about 8 a.m. I don't know if anything we came on before 8. That was before my time. But from about 8 a.m. to maybe 11:30 noon, we were in front of that TV. We were watching our favorite cartoons. And then after that, we changed into our clothes. We'd go outside, and we'd be outside till that porch light came on or the street lights came on. And you had to be on that front porch before your parents got after you. I know you guys that are older, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, today's cartoons, they don't hit the same. There's some good things out there. I'll be the first person to say that. I watch a lot of anime. I'm an anime person, but nothing hits like Saturday morning cartoons. Nothing hits like. I mean, I'm a Jersey guy, so nothing beats waking up and watching 11 WB11, Fox 5, even their cartoons on CBS and NBC and ABC. We didn't watch all the Cartoon Networks of the world and everything back then. It just, something hit different about the time. So every week, just want to take a couple minutes of your time. Hopefully this fills a little void. Maybe it's something that you missed, a little nostalgia growing up. Every week we will go down the list. Feel free to drop your favorite cartoons, something that you want to watch, or something that you want to talk about, something that you loved, a cartoon even that you hated, a cartoon that I probably didn't watch, because again, being a 90s kid, I missed out on a lot of those shows in the 70s and the 80s. The first show I want to talk about, though, is one that is near and dear to me. This is it's a movie I watched that later was turned into, not later, but it was a cartoon, it was a movie, and honestly, when I was younger as a kid, it was one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up. I didn't really know it wasn't real. But that is the Men in Black. Anybody who knows me knows I am a huge Men in Black fan. I mean, I've watched all three of them, and I only talk about the first three with, J and K in it. I saw, I believe, the first two in theaters. Men in Black 1 continues to be one of my favorite movies of all time. I have inbox figures. I have some minifigures above my head. I have VHSs. And I found myself Saturday morning in front of that TV, could not wait to watch that next episode. And y'all know back then, there was no DVR. There was no pausing. There was no rewinding. There was no on demand. There was no streaming services. Oh, I missed it. I'll just go hop on Netflix, or I'll go hop on something else, and I'll just watch Men in Black. I'll go watch that cartoon, that episode that I missed. If you missed it, you missed it. And you probably were never going to see it. Like, your friends, if they watched the same cartoon, they might have been like, oh, I was watching this at the time. I didn't watch that. I don't watch Men in Black. You would never know what happened. Probably for the rest of your childhood until now. I mean, that was like part of the great thing about waking up. You had to wake up. You had to watch. You had to see what happened in the next episode. And I mean, true to the movie for some parts, it follows J and K, the Men in Black, MIB. There's L. There's the twin aliens. There's the four worms. Zed's in it. But there are some distinct differences, and it's very interesting. Obviously, Frank, the dog, is in it with Jeeves. Jeeves is still kind of a scumbag. He still sits up here and tries to sell them out every chance he gets. Frank's still an asshole as well. But the one thing I did notice, there's character development in the show. And again, I didn't know It ran for 4 seasons. You watch a cartoon on Cartoon Network, not Cartoon Network, Saturday morning cartoons, whether it's WB11 or whatever it may have been. There could be a time where they just take the show off and it's gone forever. I just remember sitting down maybe last weekend and I was watching anime, I was watching YouTube stuff, the usual subscriptions and all, and I stopped and I was like, you know what, like, I kind of just want to watch old school cartoons. And I went up through YouTube, and like as we all do, you fall down the rabbit hole, and I found myself a channel on YouTube that had the entire first season of Men in Black up there, and I binged that entire first season of Men in Black. I mean, the animation still holds up. It's still a quality storyline, and Jay is still kind of, a bumbling rookie idiot at the time. Kay is still very closed off and quiet and everything, but as I stated before, you see character development. Jay actually gets to be less of an idiot, and then he starts getting smart, and he actually becomes very useful, and he starts actually capturing aliens and becoming, really good at his job. Kay actually starts to open up, and those ice walls start to actually melt and come down, and it's actually really cool to see. I'm on season 2 now, almost done with season 2, on season 3, which is gonna happen this weekend for sure. But it's just cool to see character development. And one thing I also actually, because again I'm a huge nerd, I actually ended up Googling and seeing that while they actually accept it as sort of canon, it follows the comic books more than the movies, which now that I know there's comics, I have to go find those. But also, it's set in an alternate universe, which I thought was really awesome. My hat keeps rolling up. So these J and K aren't those J and K. They work in the same universe, but it's just I didn't think they would even make that like connection. I didn't think it was that deep of Men in Black that it was like that's a different J and K. That's Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. That's a different J and K than this J and K. That they were actually connected like that. I never knew that even was a thing. Let alone that they even went back and thought to put that in. It was just another really small detail that I really thought was awesome that you don't, in my opinion, you don't see too often anymore. But I don't know. It's an amazing cartoon. I think the animation still holds up pretty well. It's a little older, it was 98 to 2001 around that time, so it's a little older, but it's still great. Still good storyline. The acting's pretty solid. There's new characters coming in. There's a recurring kind of major villains, and then there's also like the minor villains that still come in. So you still get a good mix of both. There's still a lot of good comedy. It's a great watch, and naturally, as me being me, and us being humans, we're not satisfied with what we got. We want more. So after I saw that first season, I was like, man, where can I watch the rest of this? I need to find somewhere I can watch this. I didn't, I saw I don't think Amazon Prime had it. Something else had it, and it was like pay a subscription, and I was like, But Tubi for the win. If y'all don't have Tubi, go check Tubi out because it's got a lot. It's got a lot, and it's got some shows that I want to go back and I'm going to rewatch after Men in Black is done. And it's got some cartoons up there that I've never watched before because they were before my time. I mean, G.I. Joe. I got a lot of friends that watch the channel. I got a lot of friends in general that are a little older than me that are diehard G.I. Joe fans. And as much as I like G.I. Joe collecting, you can see someone behind me maybe, I don't know too many of the people. And I don't know, they talk about certain things that happened in the cartoon. And I'm like, okay, well, this is back in the early to mid 80s. Wasn't born yet. So as much as I love to hear about it, and I love the figures and everything, being able to go back and watch the cartoon and now having that deeper understanding and connection to it would be awesome. That's something that's on my bucket list. I actually made an account for Tubi. I signed up. It's free. So once Men in Black is done, I will be on to, there's G.I. Joe up there. There's some other cartoons up there too that I'm not going to spoil yet because they're going to be listed up here. G.I. Joe I may not because I can't really claim that. I know. It wasn't much Saturday morning cartoon for me. But just the nostalgia to sit back and watch like a good cartoon that you can really go back in time and see yourself sitting somewhere, whether it was in your front room or your living room, and again, sitting in your pajamas, whatever you slept in, and having the big bowl of whatever it may have been, your favorite cereal, just watching your cartoons, and then once you were done, cleaning up, heading outside with your friends and talking about, oh, did you watch the episode of this? Did you watch that? Did you watch that? Like, nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. I don't want to ramble too long. I just want you guys to enjoy the series. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, you see how I can get going. Uh, I just enjoy it. I enjoy it. I'm a 90s kid at heart. And sometimes, like I said earlier, when life just kind of kicks you, it's like, go back and watch some nostalgic things. Just sit down and just be like, man, like, nothing beats this. Nothing beats it. Kids nowadays don't know about that. Kids nowadays probably, I don't know what time they wake up, but these kids aren't sitting down watching Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, they don't even exist anymore. These kids are on tablets and iPads and all those things. They're not sitting down watching Saturday morning cartoons like we used to. They don't know. It's one thing that they'll never get. Maybe they'll go back one day. Maybe they'll see some of the things that we used to watch. Maybe it's our job to put them onto those things, and maybe they can find an understanding and appreciation for those things. That could be cool, but it remains to be seen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Cartoons and Cereal. It's fun for me. I hope it's fun for you guys. It's gonna be a great time, just taking a stroll down memory lane, getting your kick in your nostalgia, something that just hopefully you go back and you enjoy, something that you're missing in the lack of Saturday morning cartoons, and maybe this helps fill a little bit of that void. Maybe you can go back and maybe you're sitting down with your kids or something, and you're watching this video and you're talking about, oh man, I remember that cartoon, and I used to love this cartoon, or you have your own recommendation of what you want to talk about. Let me know down below. Again, being a 90s kid, I saw a lot of great cartoons, but I know for a fact I missed a lot. A lot of people that I talk to that are a little older than me in the collecting community, and they talk about a lot of cartoons, and there's a lot of things that I want to go back and watch so I can educate myself on them. But this is the unfortunate part of this episode. Gotta say goodbye. And as the Men in Black say, what you think you saw, you did not see. So, as much fun as we've had here, pains me to really do this, but being part of the Men in Black, I can't let you remember this, guys. So just keep it locked to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back next week for your first video of Cartoons and Cereal. Till then, have a good day.